Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Today we have the final round for the first round robin for the EU server. I'm just waiting for a room invite, but a bit of house cleaning out of the way first. As per usual, there is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid anyone stream sniping. And there are no rewards for watching this stream aside from the epic gameplay that you will get to see. So, basically, this is the current scoreboard for the EU server. Appa and Aqua both have very many points. Basically Aqua only misses the points that they would have had, but they faced Appa and lost. But we have rejects with 3 and then we have everyone else with 2. And that makes for a very hype kind of situation, to me at least. Because as streamer, when the top 8 is this close, it's actually a lot of fun. So I'm very glad that we have actually a second round robin that will happen, which will basically means that there's more points, so that might change the standings a little bit. But Appa so far looking very solid and seems pretty well secure for the top 4 chances. Same with Aqua. And the rest basically will have to duke it out for the last 2 spots. And I'm not saying that it's a solid given that Appa and Aqua are through, because it's not. But when they are this strong already and have gotten that many points already, it does make it quite likely that they're not gonna suddenly get really bad in the second round robin and then lose a lot of points or something. So yeah, looking forward to this. Tonight we are following Raid versus Aqua. Like I said, the last round of the first round robin. And this is actually quite funny because they're meeting each other on the first round for the second round robin as well. And I kind of like that as well, because there's a few days between that, and that could have like a little bit of a mental reset. They can review the games versus one another. So whatever happens tonight might not be what happens the next time. So that's on its own interesting to watch. So yeah, I am a bit hyped. We can actually go into the tournament room now. Aqua already almost completely there. Well, all completely ready, I should say. Both teams are completely there. And I'm quite looking forward to this. I haven't seen Aqua play yet this season. Not in the qualifiers and not in the round robins. I've seen every other team by now. At one point I hadn't seen rejects yet, but I then followed them that evening. And now we have Aqua versus Raid. So I'm really looking forward to that. Because of course you have some very, very OP names in Aqua's team. Of course, Josh in the form of Way to Success. But also, like I was talking about that in the chat earlier, Zerd. Zerd is magic. Pro player magic. He's basically, I followed him in the tour scene since like 2016. And different teams, different clan tags, different names and everything. But he's basically been fighting tours for so long. It's been so epic to follow his, whatchamacallit, can't think of the word. I've had such trouble finding words today. It's really annoying me. But his progress, basically, the evolution kind of thing. Because he's grown a lot as player, but also as tour player. And he's a great caller and everything. And it's just, the teams that he's in tend to do really, really well, and that's not just because of him, because like I said, it is a team thing, so there's a lot more going on than just that, so to speak. But it's always a pleasure to follow great names like that. Legends. They're legends to me. Because like I said, since 2016, that's like 7 years now of tours. That's a long, long time, and it's a long, long time that I've been commentating as well. But yeah, really looking forward to these matches and also seeing like how it works out this season, because the thing is, Appa, like I said, is looking really, really strong, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're definitely gonna take home the prize this season. And that's always interesting to watch, because we have had seasons where a team was like completely on top of the round robins all the way through and then came fourth in the top 4. And I'm not saying that that's gonna happen, because Appa has won seasons and everything. But still, I'm hyped. Anyway, Raid is ready with 4 Street Wagons, a GVP and an AMX 54. Whereas Aqua is taking a 268, a VK90, 3 Street Wagons, and 2 1-to-1 bees as we go to Oasis Palms. And let's have a look. Oh, I do love that golden camo. I got, when the tank was originally came into the game, I actually got it mainly for that golden camo because I absolutely loved it. Raid activating their speed boost, heading mostly towards the desert, but trying to get there without getting spotted too much. We have the 1-to-1 bees not actually going into the desert, but going towards the middle to spot up people. F does get spotted. Way to Success does not. Messi going for the cap there. And we have the Street Wagons lying in wait from Aqua. And they are sensing that there's going to be people there. I think especially since they're not spotting anyone in the middle. Now we have Way to Success, who's driving down things a little bit. Blind shots happening in the bush. Base C has been kept. The Street Wagons are turning around now. And these are interesting. This is kind of like, you expect people to be there, which is why he's not there, but there. Messi does get spotted though. The base bug is still there on this map at least. The circle of the base being a different color. Way to Success has gone up the hill, has spotted blue now, but does not get spotted for his efforts. And Aqua seems very, very hesitant, and it doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. Milk going into a position where he can potentially clip out someone once they're spotted. A little bit of bleeding happening in both Cert and F. The Street Wagons have been spotted now. Messi getting a shot in. But we have Milk at the back there, and that can be dangerous. They don't know Milk is there yet. They do now. They know he's there somewhere. He's being clipped out, tracked and clipped. They are shooting at Reaction, but Cobham has lost quite a lot of HP. Reaction is still alive, but might be set upon. F losing more HP. I'm not sure what that shot bounced on, but it bounced in the middle of the desert. GG. Sihi moving in. We have basically Raid now moving on force to the middle, knowing that they have a big gun advantage there and making full use of that. Way to Success. Still alive. Ghosty goes down. Oxford still alive magically. Big hit into Sahara. Oxford goes down. Way to Success tries to survive. Zert just wants to get another shot in. He's focusing on that. Does get that shot in, but will die after. Reaction has gone down. Base C is being kept. Way to Success is running off. And actually Aqua has a gun advantage, but HP wise it is very, very close. Base C is being stolen. Spacey, one of the healthiest in the game right now, is getting shot at. And they are moving in to try and take out Sihi here. Daniel has not been spotted. They are waiting to be together. Going for a base B cap. Cheeky base B cap. They have to be very, very careful, because this is the thing. They know the TVP was camping in the corner. He's actually relocating right now. And Spacey is going after him. Or not maybe after him. But they know he's there somewhere. They are being careful. They have the base. They're steadily getting the point advantage back. They have the HP advantage. They have a gun advantage. They have three one-shots. Whereas Sihi... Now we have Spacey spotting Milk. And Milk doing that tracking thing again, which is a very good thing. And Milk goes down. Blue missing that shot. which actually allows Daniel to move in and get C out of the way as well. And now it is 2 versus 4. Daniel takes a big shot there and is now being focused on. But Sahara goes down to Cobham, who is still alive. Spacey gets set on fire. Is it going to be another one of those nights then? And against all odds, we have Aqua pulling it back. And I'm not saying against all odds as if they couldn't do it, but they were at a big disadvantage earlier with the points and being bled and everything, but they kept their guns alive. And keeping the guns alive makes all the difference here. Basically, Zerd was the sacrificial lamb here. And this is something that I've always found, well, funny. At least it's an observation that I've had throughout many, many seasons. Zerd tends to be the first one to die. He tends to go to a position where he's vital in the way of spotting and holding that position. Like being on a ramp and stuff like that. But he's also generally the one that gets left behind and gets killed while the rest of the team works their magic elsewhere and then still secures the victory. And I've always found that really funny to watch. Because for some reason, it usually works. So less than a minute left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 7 raid. Now having 4 Streetwagons, an IS-7, a 777 and an LT. And on Aqua's side we see 2 Kranwagens, 2 Steves, an IS-7, a Leo and an LT. That's gonna be interesting as well. I love this, honestly. Matches like this, when you see lineups like this, you're like, ooh, what are they gonna do? Especially with the Leo. Like, Leo, yes, it has practically no armor, but it's got laser accuracy, and basically it shoots really well. It just shouldn't get spotted and not die. And here we go. Let's see. Aqua going towards base A and B this time. All of raid sticking together. Way to success. Going to have a quick spot, but he doesn't spot anywhere, and that says a lot. Basically, spotting is information. If you spot one, then it's good, but if you don't spot anyone, that's also saying a lot. Streetwagens lying in wait. Sahara being very forwards here. It's getting looked at by the Kranwagens, but now Sahara might get taken out very fast. There he goes. But now the Kranwagens are out, and their DPM is not the best. Messi gets tracked. Daniel is the primary target for raid here. He's just making sure to get his shots in as he slowly but surely gets wheeled down. There he goes. We have Milk coming around the back. Reaction being basically massacred. Zerd goes down. Spacey waited to get all his shots. And there goes Reaction. F goes down as well. Raid actually has the gun advantage. Cobham is being murdered. And they're not actually focusing on the same targets here. They're kind of splitting up. Way to success is arriving. Ghosty gets tracked and can't really move from there. And is being farmed. Gets murdered. Milk goes down as well. And they need to make sure that all the kills go in. 3v3. Cobham is not going to be long for this world. They need Messi to get taken out. And they need Way to Success to survive as long as he can. He does take a hit. Cobham and Messi go down at the same time. Cobham actually got hugged to death. 2v2. Spacey in the Kranwagen. And Blue currently unspotted. Ooh, that is tricky. Oh, well shot. There we go. And now it's just way to success. Who can outrun them and outspot them, but at the same time that's a lot of HP to have to deal with when you only have less than 1k yourself. Actually going to... there you go. Go a first person view here. And just have a look at how they're driving. When there's a lot of players, like he actually got spotted there, wow. When there's a lot of players, I tend to go for the bird's eye view. But when there's only one left on one side, we can actually make the whole singular person view work. Because you can also can't zoom in when you're spectating like this. And they're doing exactly what they need to do. They're capping the bases and making sure to get the advantage that way. Because in randoms, I would have given this to Ufpanjaj, which is way to success any day. But these are both pro players. And now he takes a hit. He's a 2-shot now. And Oxford can well handle more than 2 shots. Which he knows. So he's not too worried about moving in. Blue. There we go. Blue also crossing over, but not even getting there in time, and Raid has the game. Very well played here by Raid. Basically they lost a gun first, but then sort of drove a wedge and played to their strengths there. Aqua just didn't get the time to regroup properly. He was being the bait, Agassi. That's Agassi just said. What was Sahara doing there? Bait. Being bait. Making sure that those Kranwagens went empty. Because that's the thing. Once you get the Kranwagens down and you don't give them a chance to reload, they are in trouble. Because Kranwagens are great tanks, but they don't have, like, the super DPM. And that makes it tricky. This was not the kind of gameplay that Aqua was envisioning with the Krans. Less than a minute left to go. We are moving on to Faust, which is my... well, it's a bit of a nightmare to spectate on, but I love watching games on Faust. And we have Raid now ready with 2 AMX 54s, 4 Steves and 1 TVP. Whereas on Aqua's side we see a 215B, 2 60 TPs, 3 Steves and a Batchat. That's... oh, I do like that they're not like going for the particular normal meta. But at the same time, there is a reason that those tanks are meta. So we'll have to wait and see what they do with this. And let's see. I always like seeing the comments on the games that have just happened, because I'm kind of like, I know what you're seeing right now. And I know how it's ending. Here we go. Daniel sporting one of the most gorgeous camos in the game on his Streetwagen. Raid going across the base. Oxford getting spotted. And he spots quite a few people as well. C and D both being kept. And they're keeping themselves safe. Not going for the cheeky shots like you would do in randoms. See, taking it. Spacey needs to not be there, and he knows. We have Sahara up the ramp. Bit of lots of action happening everywhere. Those shots did not hit their target, and that's an issue as well. Big hit into F. Zerd is being pushed on. Raid making full use of these ramps. Milk now taking lots of damage. So does Sihi. Big hits into F. And into Zerd he is. And we see the HP just vanishing on the other side as well. They should win this gun up. Milk and Sihi both go down. F goes... Well, F is barely alive. Goes down. Zerd is gone. Guns are even. HP is near even. But Aqua has their tanks more together, and that could be a problem. Spacey, very low on HP. Reaction goes down first, though. There goes Spacey. Messi in trouble as well. And we have Oxford arriving. There goes Messi. Daniel not looking the healthiest. Blue getting a shot. Oh, that did no damage, though. 3 versus 4. Sahara getting tracked. Big hit into Daniel. Big hit into Sahara. This time, Aqua was ready for this push. And they're basically absorbing it a lot better than we saw happen. And now it's just Oxford. And he goes down to Ghosty. And this was similar but different. They were well, the mistake isn't the right way to say, because that sounds way too harsh. But basically Raid made the same mistake that Aqua made last game. They basically split their tanks up to make these moves. And at the same time, therefore they didn't really have a strong side on either side. I think this might have gone better if they'd stuck together more. And it makes sense to split up like that and to try and deal with the people around you and to hold other people at bay. But in this case, Aqua just took it back. The fact that Zerd kept two tanks occupied for so long, that's exactly what I'm talking about when I say that he's a sacrificial lamb, and he almost always dies. But he does exactly what is needed. One minute left. Raid now ready for the second game on Lovely Faust with 3 1-1Bs, 3 Steves and an AMX-54. And on Aqua's side we see 3 Concept 1Bs, 1 1-1B, 2 Steves and a Batchat. Really curious to see how those Concept 1Bs are going to perform and where they're going to be put into place. Oh. Old School still in the middle. He's there, but we're not going to see it real this game. That being said though, like I said earlier in the chat, he is a fellow community contributor. Spare a moment, find his channel and give him a sub. And here we go. No winners up for match point just yet. Bovia had some great and quite aggressive games so far. Let's have a look. Into the game we go. We start with the lovely black and gold camo with the dragon. And yes, camos are definitely my thing, and I will point them out when I like them. Raid now going entirely towards the base A side, which is interesting because no one from Aqua is going there. So they're all using their super speed boost to find no one, but they might get behind them, and that could be interesting as well. The fact that they've not spotted anyone and there's no base cap on either side. Look at how these Concept 1Bs, they are there, they want to move in. They're pushing forwards now. They're kind of guessing that something might not be quite right. Reaction has been spotted, that's also a thing. And now we have F cheekily going to cap base C. Base B is not being attended just yet. We have... Let's see if we can lawnmower our way there without jumping up. Reaction is overlooking that, wanted to avoid base B being capped. He might just go and cap it himself to not give Aqua a big advantage, and that's exactly what he does. And now we can go up again. Aqua taking positions. We have F arriving there to keep them from getting that base. That is cheeky. But at the same time, he's not getting shot there. The only thing that he does is just avoid them getting any points from this base, which means that their point advantage is going up more and more. Oxford losing a whole lot of HP as he crosses over there. Zerd, again, on his own, being a sacrificial lamb, occupying multiple tanks right now. They're going after reaction in the middle. Oxford, an F, losing a lot of HP. Zerd now pulling back a little bit. F, being the primary target here. Reaction. I think his turret got stuck, but F and reaction both go down at almost the exact same time. Massey losing a whole lot of HP. They're trying to get base B still. Daniel goes down. And Massey is not long for this world either, but neither is Zerd. Zerd is still alive though. There he goes. And now we have Milk turning around. Blue is almost gone. Might still get a shot in, does do that. But then gets blown up by Cobham. And the HP is vanishing on both sides. Aqua has a good HP advantage. See, he goes down. Now if Cobham arrives, Sahara is almost gone. Well, Spacey goes down first, but there goes Ghosty and Sahara, making it 2v2. Streetwagen versus Streetwagen. He should be able to outgun him, especially now that... Oof. And now it's 1v1, but look at the HP that Way to Success has. He's just waiting to get his clip, and then it's all over. Trying to give you a better angle. No, that nice bounce though. Well played there. Now he has another clip reload. And it's not going to be enough because there's just too much HP there, but kudos. Because he'd have to bounce every single shot and that's not going to happen again. There we go. He takes his head off. What was that? The thing is that this trap might have gone a lot better if Raid had actually gone to try and cap base C. Even if just to make it look like it was a normal start of the game, the fact that base C was not getting capped was actually the signal that Aqua got that things weren't going to happen as they would in a normal game happen, so to speak. So just get... That being said, also, by the way, we have some great callers in Aqua's side that have phenomenal instincts, so that's the helping as well. Fantastically played. Look at the damage, by the way, also by Way to Success. 4k damage in any tool game is quite epic. Yes, damage isn't everything, but it is quite epic. So now the score is 3-1, which means that Aqua is up for match point. If they win the next game, then they've got the point. Whereas Raid has to win 3 for that to happen. We are moving on to Middelburg. And we see Raid now taking a 1-1B, 5 Steves and an AMX 54. Versus 5 Steves, a Sheridan and a Betcha. Again with the badges though. And the thing is, when you have maps like Faust, you have the tunnels and buildings and everything, and you can't really spectate properly in there. I still want the ability to fly through buildings, and there's apparently a mod for that allows flying through buildings. And I do kind of need to look into that, but at the same time, I'm really worried about anything that I put on my laptop killing off my laptop. But yeah. Here we go, potentially the last game of the evening. Unless, of course, Raid brings it all back. And here we go. Let's see. Aqua heading towards the hills. Raid doing the same thing. Blind shots happening. Messi and Sahara do get spotted, but that's been there already. Safely behind. Way to success heading into town. And Aqua waiting. And you gotta be wondering who's going to be there. But they're kind of doing the same thing. Lying in wait. Not really making a move. But with base A being capped, that does give Aqua a bit of a advantage here. Now if Oxford going into base B, not taking any chances with peeking like you would in normals. Literally just capping the base. Blind shot happening by Daniel. But they didn't hit the target. And now he's just carefully pulling back as well. Zerd gets spotted. Cobben does not. And they know that there's people there. Shots fired in the right direction where blue is at. And we have F just casually going across the hill there into base C. And Raid still lying in wait. Base A is being stolen though. That is interesting. And Oxford is getting away with it too. Way to success is still in the middle. But now at the church to spot anyone crossing over. He is being very careful. Now they're spotting people. F gets spotted. And the thing is, Aqua is a bit all over the place right now. That's an issue. Spacey's getting shot at. Nice hit there by F. And F is going to need some support at the back. Hits happening. Oh, yeah, almost gone. Losing a lot of HP very, very quickly there. And F is doing well as long as no one is getting behind him. But that's exactly what's happening now. Raid. Going after F. Milk goes down first. They need to take that badger out. He does go down. Both teams have lost a gun. Zert being murdered, but so is Sihi. And as such, they're switching targets, and that's an issue. Sihi goes down. We have reaction moving. And again, Zert surviving by the skin of his teeth, having a grand total of 11 HP. He does get the kill. And Sahara does manage to survive a little bit longer. We're at 925 points. Sahara and Reaction both go down, and suddenly he jumps back down to 90. 900, I mean. Messi in trouble. Can't really get out of there. They need that kill. 960. Messi is going to go down to Cobben. Unless he miraculously survives, which is what he's working on. 995. 1k points. Raid has the game. But that almost went wrong. Wow. Fantastically played here, honestly. Really well done. Way to success, not getting a single shot in. He was still vital to the battle. That's one thing that I always mean with damage not meaning anything in tool battles. And yes, they can still be epic damage. And that can still be definitely worth calling out for. This was a very close game though. It could have gone either which way. And if not for the base cap and them being allowed to take base A like that, this might not have happened this way. One minute left before we go into the second game on Middelburg. Raid going for a VK90, 2 Steves, 3 AMX 54s and an IS7. And Akva going for a VK90, potentially 2 VK72s, 3 VK72s, a Badger. Oh, Old School's playing. 37 seconds. Look at all the German steel though. And we've seen this before. It can definitely work. So this is going to be highly interesting to see. So we have one Steve, a VK90, 3 VK72s, a Badger and a Death Star because why not? Okay. Again, potentially the last game. Aqua is still up for match point. Any game that they win gives them the point here. And let's see, very curious to see a Death Star. So much German steel. Raid. Focusing on the middle. Blind shots happening. No damage being done yet. Raid going for the quick cap. Reaction getting spotted. Pretty much being the spotter here. And they are spotting people. Honestly, this lineup though, I'm laughing at the lineup, not at what they're doing. All the VK72s, because that's the thing, they have so much true armor. Raid has a point advantage here. Sahara losing a bit of HP. Also, I think he got set on fire a bit. Now they are capping base C as well. See he moving up. Will not be able to shoot Zert from there. Has to be careful of the Death Star that they know is somewhere. Blue losing a little bit of HP, but Raid has a growing point advantage right now. They just need to be careful not to bleed too much. There's only like 100 HP between them right now. Shots happening. And they're not really risking anything. They're using the reaction, losing a little bit of HP. Where he didn't really need to. He does get information that way. They know about somewhere where someone is. He has to be a bit more careful. He does spot Milk in Sihi. They have no interest to engage him. They just want to keep the base. And now we see the VKs making a move down the middle as we cross the 900 point border. Big hit into Daniel there. Ghosty going to try for the cap. And he's not getting that for free. We're nearing 800 points. Ghosty again being thwarted. Blue now moving in, losing a lot of HP. That might not have been the right call to make. Zert being set upon, Cobben being set upon. They are moving in. It's all about taking out those lower-ish HP targets. Blue goes down and suddenly it drops back to 925 with Zerd and Ghosty and 940. It's going every which way. They need the kills. Reaction goes down. If they can get Cobben out of the way though. Sahara goes down, but there goes Cobben. 985. It's all about staying alive. 900. There we go. 1k points. Raid has the game. Raid playing Supremacy to the max here. What game? This is one of those really, really slow games. But there's so much happening. Oh, honestly, bloody awesome. Wow. And basically neither team that, well, as a team, this isn't that much damage, but this was a supremacy game, and now we're gonna go to a tiebreaker. That just makes it all the more awesome. We're going to go to Winter Malinovka. Very different map. Really curious what's going to happen here. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see a Death Star. And we see Raid taking 4 Street Wagons, 2 AMX 54s, and maybe some things will be changed. I so need my fidget spinner right now, honestly. There we go. A 1-2-1B, 4 Steves and 2 AMX 54s versus 3 Steves, 3 60Ps. Oh, that's a lot of 60Ps. And an LT. And there we go. 2 LTs, 2 Steves, and 3 60DPs. Ooh. This is like, I mean, you can't wish for more than a tiebreaker in this game, like, especially now. This is awesome. We only have one matchup today, and it's this matchup. I mean, hype. This is the thing, though. I find that I always get so excited with the round robin matches, because especially when the top 8 is this close as a whole, it's just awesome. I love it. There we go. Aqua heading towards middle and C. Raid heading towards the other direction. Way to Success is there to try and spot. Does not actually do well. There we go. Blue has been spotted. Oxford and Messi as well. Whereas Zerd is the only one spotted on Aqua's side. They go straight for the B cap, which makes sense. Making Blue turn around. Base C is also being capped right now. And they can't let them have too much of a point advantage here. Oxford has lost a little bit of HE. Big hit into Cobban. Messi also taking a hit there. And staying spotted for a lot longer now. Which is also something to take into account. Because especially on a map like this, staying spotted for long makes a world of difference. And now it will be up to Raids to make something happen, and that's gonna be tough. The Steves are all there. The armor not quite yet. Reaction spotting. Way to Success there. Way to Success wanting to get up. Is actually up on that. Oh, look at this though. That's a cheeky little boost with a rock. He is immediately taking a shot for that, but that's his cheeky little boost there. See he being shot at. Raid is arriving, has to be careful. Sahara gets tracked there. Oof, F losing a lot of HP, but there's 2 preferred targets, 1 on each side. Reaction might be in trouble. They need to take out guns very quickly here. F being focused. C gets that on fire. Honestly, what's with the fires? Sahara is the first one to be gone though. Big hit into Milk. Milk goes down next. F goes down. C goes down. But that is a 2-gun advantage for Aqua, who just had to hold as Raid pushed in and lost their guns. Daniel very low on HP. Messi and Reaction both getting shot from behind now. There goes Reaction. There goes Daniel. Messi's not long for this world either though. That's the thing. He goes down. Blue is still there. 2 versus 5. Oxford being set upon. There goes Zerd. Base B has been capped. They have no choice but to take that time. And Blue is not going to survive much longer either because he's being set upon by both lights. And there you go. Ghosties murders him. And now it's just Old School seems to have crashed. No, he's back-ish, or his turret is stuck. But it's not looking right. But he does get the kill. And 1k points. And Aqua has the matchup. And this was, I think, a bit of Raid's mistake here. Because they pushed in, but they didn't push in all together. And it took a bit of time for the rest to get there. And they lost a lot of HP crossing over there, trying to get to their corner. And that didn't work out well. Well played, well absorbed by Aqua here, which is basically ready for it. Really nicely done. Amazing matchup. We end up with the tiebreaker. Can't wish for more than that. Also, you have Manu on Blitz in the stream. If you have not dropped him a sub, definitely do so. Because he well deserves it. But overall, these games have been amazing. Let's have a look. All the points are known. Appa won, surprisingly. They've won every single match so far, honestly. Insane. Rejects won as well. Let's see who they up against. They were up against RBMK. Then we have Belove that's taken home a point. Let's see. First is Legion. Ooh. And that means that Appa won from Imo here. So this is the current standing. We still have a whole round robin to go. Appa is being very, very strong, followed straight by Aqua. The point isn't actually counted here yet, but they have 6 points then. And then we have Rejects and Belove in semi-third and fourth place for now. But anything can still happen. Beautiful games all around. I will be back in 2 days to stream the next 2 rounds of the first 2 rounds of the second round robin, I should say. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this remotely as much as I did, because I definitely did. Thank you so much to Aqua and Raid for these amazing games. It's been beautiful. And I'll see you all in 2 days. Thank you, Agassi, for minding the chat for me. Have a lovely evening, everyone. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Good night.